Today you will be creating a painting using the secondary colors and a variety of lines. So let's get started. Make sure first thing when you get your paper that you write your name on the back and then flip it over. You're going to want to create 6 sections, one for each of the primary colors and one for the secondary colors. So you're going to divide your paper up into a variety of lines. Make them big, make them simple, don't make them too complicated, and then trace them with black crayon. Now that my paper has been divided into 6 sections, I'm going to load up my brush with yellow first. Always start with the lightest color first. I'm scooping it up and placing it into the middle of my section. Do not spread it out yet. We won't spread it out until your secondary color is just the right color that you want. Clean off your brush, make sure that you touch the bristles to the bottom of the cup gently, and stir carefully so you don't splash any water anywhere. Now you're going to load up your brush with a very small amount of red. You'll notice when I mix this in, the red takes over the yellow a lot. I'm going to clean off my brush and adjust the color by adding more yellow into it until I get the orange that I want. Then I'm going to do something called spread and smooth. So I spread the color out when it matches the color that I want it to be, and I smooth out the top in the same direction to make it look nice and careful. You will continue doing this with the remainder of the secondary colors. So again, I'm loading up a lot of yellow. I can't stress that enough. Use lots. Cleaning off my brush and then loading my paintbrush with just a little bit of blue to make green. I'm going to mix it, spread until the whole section is filled, and then smooth out the top. When you go to mix violet, you'll notice that I'm using pretty much an equal amount of blue and red. And then I just adjust it until I get the color just right, spread, and then smooth. Don't be afraid of going on top of your black lines during this process. It's gonna look kind of like a hot mess until the very end where we add the final touches. Now we're ready to fill in the remainder of the spaces with just plain primary colors. We won't be doing any mixing, so you can start spreading and smoothing right away. The last and final step is using a smaller, thinner brush and adding a little bit of water to my paintbrush and lots of black paint. Try to keep the paint on the bristles and not on the metal part or the handle. You're going to drag your paintbrush across each of your pencil lines that you originally drew at the very beginning. It's okay if they don't match perfectly, and it's okay if you have to go on top of your spirals and leave the color in between them. Just make sure you go slowly and smoothly. If the paint looks dried or cracked, make sure that you reload your brush with a little bit more paint or water, as you see I'm doing here, to correct any of those little scratchy dry areas. When you're done, place it in a safe spot to dry.